Hello, everyone. This is for Aquarius. And when I was getting into your energy, I saw what looked like white frosting, like that had dried. Like it was on this. It wasn't on the side of a cake, but that's what it reminded me of. Or like in a bowl when it dries, like you make homemade frosting. But then I saw two people walking in the snow and they were going left, which to me could say that you're taking a rendezvous or you're revisiting with someone from the past or going down memory lane, talking about the past, moving in that direction. It's like crossing the street on a street walk. And so maybe the icing on the cake could be the snow, or like a walk in the snow, a walk on an icy, cold day with someone is bringing rewards, or like these warm, yummy feelings, right? Because I'm thinking of a cake. It could be someone's birthday and you're getting a call from someone out of the blue from memory lane, so to speak, as it's on a street. So let's see, Aquarius. This just could be you revisiting something from the past. You're thinking about somebody from the past. And in my mind's eye, I see you two laughing, like having a nice, good conversation, like just kind of smiling and walking and talking. It's good memories. So I'm going to just look at the Divine Feminine deck. I have this. And, the Divine Feminine deck is not in there. Maybe it's time to go with this is my first ever tarot deck. I've had it since dog hair. Since I was in high school. It's been with me a long time. King of Pentacles. Someone is dependable. Someone could be married in a commitment. This could be you or someone around you. Someone could be a father figure. Someone could be hard at work. This also could be reminiscing about a good job, or like it almost feels walking downtown. Maybe you've gotten some coffee kind of vibe. Okay, so there's one card from the Divine Feminine deck. Where are they? There they are. And I see the next deck I'm gonna go after. Okay, Aquarius. Strolling down or up memory lane. Having a swell old time. A good time. Our Lady of Exalted Light. Saint Bridget, I give endlessly because the light is without end and my soul is all I need. And Umoja, the goddess of all that flows. Yeah, it feels very like you're in the flow energy. I am an ocean of creative energy. I give birth to what exists within me. So maybe a conversation from the past with this past person is bringing up nostalgia, so to speak. It's making you feel creative. Maybe you're writing poems, songs. Maybe you're creating, you're drawing, doodling, journaling. Okay, this card wants to be seen. Our Lady of Guadalupe. The Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Okay. And, this is such a hard name. Khadija. I hope I say that correctly. The mother of believers. I'm spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Maybe that's the King of Pentacles wanting to be seen. That could just be a message for one of you, some of you. It's that faith. Okay. One card. Thank you. Aquarius. Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion. Compassion came up yesterday with the full moon in Leo reading. That's a timeless reading that can apply to any time. So if you feel the twitch, go dancing and watch it. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. And then Rita of Cascais, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility is right beneath that. As you see, her heart is a light. She's very giving of her heart energy. This woman is very aligned with like Christ-like energy. The beautiful goddess Kuan Yin. There's change here with the butterfly and the cherry blossoms. Or is that? I think those are cherry blossoms. She's also showing us a mudra of creation. Wearing a divine necklace. Someone could have given you a necklace. There's a crown on her head, so there's enlightenment here. A reminder to put your crown on. To stand in the light. I'm feeling someone basking in the sunlight. And feeling almost like cracked open. Like this energy feels like something's just coming out of you, like this creation. Like loving someone so much. Loving, just being in that loving energy so much. You can't help but it come out of you. And this changes something. It changes you. It lights you up. She's shining. It's root chakra Eve, as this is, I'm seeing red. The base chakra, which is also the King of Pentacles. Oh wow, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. Wow. Okay. Having compassion for an old relationship. Looking back at it with love. Oh, my heart just sank into my stomach. If some of you have lost a friend from the past or a lover, this is their hello. Oh, I could cry. Someone really loves you. Have compassion with yourself, with what happened. Tower, King of Swords. There could have been like some kind of coldness or some kind of professionalness, or you could have known them professionally. My phone is going off. You could be getting news of this, and it could weigh on you like a heavy burden, like a 10 of Wands. You'll find out soon, because he's about to lay the wands, put the wands where he needs them. Lay them down, lay his burden down. That's very sad, nostalgic energy. Very loving, though. Aquarius. Wasn't expecting that. Thought it was going to be more about cakes. And the deliciousness of of life. So no. Is it not this? Okay, it's not this right now. All right. A Page of Pentacles. I saw it. It's like a message. You could be getting a message. Okay, let's see here. My orchid is so tall, it's touching the ceiling. Aquarius energy. I just heard, I love you. Like, I can feel like a man. Like 40s-ish, 30s, 36, 37, 38. What is the message here? Does this person want to speak? Wow, it landed right on my leg. It didn't go anywhere. It was like stable. So this is a solid message. Oh, my heart. Okay. I'm going to cry. And it was the first card I saw. So it's happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So I feel, and with forgiveness. Let me take a minute. I feel so much like, it's like remorse or something. Like I could have done better, is what I said. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. This also can be, this is like looking back on your past and forgiving what was. And by doing that, looking at the happy memories. Because there's a lot of pain. Like, there's so much sadness. It's like, look up at the sun and have compassion for what you went through. What that situation was. It's like your parents or this relationship. Because parents are like the king and queen of pentacles. Can be. Doesn't have to be. Again, it can be a relationship, some family. Oh, I wish I knew how to pause this. 1333. Patience and honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Loneliness. I know that I'm never alone. Peace. I'm a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So, and then I see this. And do you see how the colors, this like, is this Tiffany blue or turquoise? Is like, it stands out to me, so that could be activating to you in some way. Also this. So it's like radiating peace, like Kuan Yin, as she was lit up with peace. And I'm reminded of the Gabby Bernstein podcast I listened to yesterday, and she said, when you find yourself going into this, these thoughts, these spiraling thoughts, negative or just the way things are, you tell the universe, or ask the universe, show me how peaceful I can be, or show me, what does she say? Show me how peaceful I can be. Show me how much peace, how peaceful I am. Show me how peaceful I can feel. Show me how happy I can be. Show me how abundant I am. Show me how peaceful I am. Show me how loving I am. Like switching that. And this is reminded me of the switch. It's like all of a sudden you're thinking about it, or you're writing something, and something just switches on and it goes out, and like you radiate it. You radiate this peace. You're breathing, breathe in bliss, exhale bullshit. Blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being, which is, again, it's like not living in that victim mentality. It's like what happened, and to look at it as an opportunity to learn, to move forward. And because if you consistently blame someone, and I know because I've been there, and judge someone for who they are, the mistakes that they made, if you're judging someone and said you made a mistake, you're wrong for that, and you hold that, and in the memory of who you are, like every time you think of them, that memory comes up, that judgment comes up, which is a very powerful yet subtle emotion. It's vibration, better said. It changes you. It affects your vibration, and it causes it's a dissonance. It's not peace. Let's just put it that way. It's not a peaceful feeling to judge someone or to judge yourself at that matter. And usually when you're judging someone else, there's something inside of you that you're unhappy about, and you feel like, and so people vocalize it, or they, it comes out in many different ways. But I've seen it in my own life. If I've held something, say a grudge or blame, towards someone, say like in a court situation or whatever it is, someone has not done right by the law in a justice situation, and I hold my own sword to them. You're wrong, and I should be, this is wrong, whatever your situation is. Even if I win the case, internally, it's not winning unless I learn from that situation and release it. There is, and simply put, I'll tell you this story from Wayne Dyer. And he said, some guy sued him for, I don't remember what it was, but was blaming him for something that Wayne Dyer was like, I don't know, like what you're talking about, and I wasn't there, and it was just really outlandish to Wayne Dyer. And if you don't know who Wayne Dyer is, he's one of my favorite authors of all time, just in self-help teachers. A father to 8 amazing children. And he said he was really angry for like a year at this man. Like, how dare he blame me for this? And this guy goes up on stages all around the world. His books have sold millions of copies in millions of languages, thousands of languages. Seriously, he wrote The Erroneous Zones and so many books, great books. And he said, here I found myself very angry at this man, holding a grudge, and how dare he say, come to me with this crap, this BS, right? And this legal situation went on. He was like, he's costing me money and, blah, blah, blah. And it just like festered within him. And one day in a meditation, he realized, just send him love. And he already knew this, but sometimes we forget. It's easy to get caught up in the matrix of things, right? We're human beings. And if someone is wrongfully accusing us of something, or someone is wagging their finger at us, we like to wag our finger right back. But he said, he came to the feeling, that 12 o'clock feeling of, I'm just going to send him love. Because before this, I send him love. I don't know who he is, but he's a complete stranger to me, but I send him love. Now, he says all these things, but I'm still going to send him love. Because I know that somewhere inside, he's hurting. He's saying that I stole or whatever from him, but he's stealing from himself, his own time, his own resources, his own mental thoughts, right? And because it manifests in every little way, and it's so subtle sometimes. Almost all the time, and that's why a lot of times we can't see it. It's in there's a word I'm looking for, but I'm still fasting, so I haven't quite got to that where my brain is ching. But what I want to say is, he came to that, I'm sending him love. I send him blessings. God bless this man. I hope he finds peace. I hope he finds peace within, and we can, no matter what happens, I'm going to find peace. I'm going to be peaceful within, towards him, towards all other people, because he said he found himself being irritable with his children, with his wife, just walking around grumbling. He said, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to take it out on the people that I love the most. He said, when you squeeze an orange, you get orange juice, because that's what's inside. If you squeeze someone and they have hate, anger, or blame, or whatever inside, that comes out if you squeeze them. If they have peace and compassion and love and gratitude, that comes out. There's patience. There's honesty of who we are. I'm feeling to have patience with yourself, to find compassion for the situation, for this person. If someone's passed on, if you wished you would have said something, if you wished you could have had more time with them, which I very much feel, it is not a failure, because now in spirit you can speak them openly and abundantly. Ask them to come to you. Ask them questions, and I always get answers when I speak to my friends in spirit or family. Look, love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And that's what wine teaches us. No, I barely drink it all. Like there's wine glasses back there that have been there over there for like 2 years. But that's what Wayne Dyer was teaching the world. And that's what Jesus taught. That's what Allah taught. That's what Kuan Yin taught. It's love. In that, when we radiate from within, when we send it to the people, even if we seemingly they don't deserve it, everyone deserves love. It's when we find forgiveness and love for creation, for this life, for all that it's giving us, for the trials and tribulations, that we find the gold, so to speak. To finish the story, long story long, Wayne Dyer said, as soon as he found love in his heart. Like he could feel it radiating within, love and peace for this man and for himself, and compassion for himself for hurting the people around him, in various ways and unknown ways to me. But he said within that day, the man's lawyer called and said that the charges had been dropped. And when you hear people speak about energy coaches and gurus, if we want something to change in this world, we have to first change within. It's the Neville Goddard, we have to feel it and know it first, that we already have it, and then it changes outside in the real world, in the King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles world. We have to make the choice of living in faith that all is well, and that the love of God, of spirit, the divine spirit, the ethers, the love is consistently giving to us. And it wants to give us abundance. It's our own minds and what we believe, it's our self-concept that holds these things back that we truly want. It reminds me of Jose Silva, who wrote the Silva Mind Method. And wow, is that a powerful book and course. I highly, highly recommend taking that. So he was electric engineer, self-taught. He worked on radios and things, and then he figured out that when you loosen a line, or what did he say? Anyways, I'm just going to go to the story. This is like story day for Aquarius, or whoever's watching. Wherever it is in your chart, maybe you're just in Aquarius energy right now. I just want to say bless you and thank you for having patience with me, because I know I'm a little, because I'm doing the 23-hour fast, so I'm still getting used to it. I'm on day 3. So he needed money. He needed $10,000. He was very, he knew the amount. And a friend called him up out of the blue. He just went into the meditation that they teach you. And then he went on about his day. And his friend called him from out of the blue, said, I'm coming over to see you, and come on, go on a trip with me. I need to go get this from the store, but I have to go. I don't know if it was like in Mexico. Like, he's from Texas. He's from Laredo, Texas. And so they had to drive far, but they went to the way out of the way, and he found himself at a little store, and something told him to buy like a lottery ticket, or I think it was a lottery ticket. And he won $10,000 on it because his intuition told him. Now, if he hadn't meditated or been in that energy of knowing exactly, being in the energy of knowing that he was taken care of, his intuition wouldn't have led him to that. Like, he knew, and the universe conspired to send him a friend who was already going to a place. And yeah, the friend might want $10,000 too, but he hadn't, he's not tapped into that. But Silva was, and he homed in on it, and he knew right then, that's where I buy it, because he felt it. So it's being very specific, or just being in that faith that all is well. I'm taken care of. I have everything that I need, everything that I want. What it is that I'm asking for is already mine. I don't know how it's going to come to me. And he said he didn't want to go on the long trip. He said it kind of felt like tiring. He wanted to work and do other things, maybe spend time with his kids. But he went with his friend, and it funded what he wanted funded or needed funded. So we've seen the cards of forgiveness, love. Love is the most powerful message here, for sure. If you have a person in spirit, oh, look, and this goes perfectly with the message. Francesca, what do you desire right now? If it's to speak to someone on the other side, what do you want to say? Ho'oponopono opono? Like, I love you, please forgive me, I'm sorry, thank you. Like, do you just want to express your love and gratitude for the time that you spent with them in this life? That is such a big message. Like, I feel that so, it's like right here in my solar plexus. So there's a lot of creativity from that, draw from that, like really express yourself fully. And this card came out for a reason with the piece, like, write this down, journal it out. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're going to create something like because it says purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Maybe you're a medium. Like I said, an author of some sort. You're reaching out to the other side. The rainbow. I'm thinking like of animals that's crossed over the rainbow bridge. Like maybe you have animals in spirit. But what do you desire right now? Visualize it, and it will come about. Wow. That's the story I was just saying. He visualized, like he knew he had the money. Negativity will block your progress. So it's like, if you're finding yourself thinking about the past, make sure you're really honed in, like, on the happiness. If you, like, the feeling of peace. Like, it's more about peace. Peace is a very, very high vibration. Look up the David Hawkins scale. And peace, love, enlightenment, joy is at the highest peak. And I've done meditations just 10 to 15 minutes a day, and I will feel joy. That's it, just joy. And I know in my mind what I want. And it came about. If you keep it up, if you stay disciplined, it will, and sometimes it'll come overnight. Sometimes it'll come that day. You'll see it immediately. It's kind of like, universe, show me how good it can get. Universe, show me how prosperous I am. Universe, show me how beautiful the world is. And it'll happen real fast. You will start seeing, like, I was practicing that today because, like I said, I heard the podcast yesterday, and I just, like, all the lights were green today. Even I was kind of like, I'd like to sit at the light and just contemplate. Sometimes I like to meditate at the light. So I'm very like I just like to chill. I'm very calm, right? I love the energy of peace. It's such a beautiful, calming, chill energy. So red lights, they don't bother me. And all the lights were green. It was like, you're getting everything done. Because maybe my day, so I could be here with you and to tell you about this, to get into that peaceful energy. But I was saying, show me how prosperous I am. Every light was green. When I was going to the grocery store, I said, oh, someone's pulling out. And then someone was pulling in. They decided to turn in front of me. I was like, oh, I missed it. And I was already turning as well. But right then, even closer parking spot, which I will park the furthest out because I like to walk. but it was showing me how prosperous I am. It was like the second parking space, a man was immediately pulling out. So the prosperity is in all ways, right? Our wealth is in all ways. And the people that I spoke to at the store, when I went to the plant shop, were amazing and beautiful human beings. And I found the coolest stuff, and I just felt good. And that's the whole goal, right? Is to feel good. And to look back on our relationships and say, that's really great. I really love that person, and I cherish the time I spent with them. And if they're in spirit now, or even if they're still in this world, we can still speak to their spirit. And more than likely, they're going to give you a call. They're going to find a way to get a hold of you. They'll reach out to you because you're sending them love. You're sending them just adoration. There's patience again. So have patience with yourself. Like there's something about just continue to say, show me how prosperous I am. Show me how I can speak with spirit. Show me how great my intuition is. Show me how successful I am. Show me how, whatever you want. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. This is a big message this last day. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And I know that as a student, sometimes we're the teacher, but the teacher is also a student. It's the master also goes back to being a student, because we're forever learning. So that's a really beautiful and long message. It's 37 minutes. I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm really talking to y'all, but I love it. And Aquarius, I hope this helps in some way and brings you peace. I hope this shows you how prosperous you are.